Russia, go home, now.
With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 3 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The Buddha, he could use his manifestation body to appear in any place at any time. And so we call it in Christian terminology, ever-present, no? Omnipresent. Is that so? Yes. So you see the Buddhists and Christians are speaking the same thing. Even in Hinduism, they talk about omnipresence. That means you are anywhere at any time at the same time. And you are here. That is what being omnipresent means. And now, can we acquire this omnipresent status? Yes, we can. Buddha can, Jesus can, and somebody else here also can.
Please stay with us to listen to this enlightening lecture.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Serving meat and dairy products at an event to combat climate change is like selling pistols at a gun control rally. Morrissey, vegan.
It's not food! It's violence! Their children! Not ours! Their family! Not ours! Their freedom! Not ours! Their body! Not ours! Their lives! Not ours!
Today's program will be presented in English with subtitles and Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian or Uranian. Stuglik Ahitate means pleased to meet you in Faroese. Dear viewers, I am Freya. The hospitable Faroe Islanders invite you to come visit and experience the magical natural beauty of the Faroe Islands.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughter houses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab tests, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace. So be it.
The beautiful Faroe Islands is a self-governing island country within the Kingdom of Denmark, situated between Iceland and Norway in the North Atlantic Ocean. Its 18 islands are connected by tunnels, ferries, causeways, and bridges. This enchanting archipelago has some of the most remarkable natural landscapes, with an incredible number of waterfalls, moss-covered fields, towering cliffs, and majestic mountains. Its largest lake, Sorvaksvarten, sits close to the edge of a cliff and is also above sea level, thus offering a stunning view overlooking the ocean. And the iconic Fasa waterfall plunges directly into the Atlantic. The Faroe Islands are one of a few unique places on Earth where you can find houses with traditional grass roofs that provide good insulation and protection from the up to 300 days of rain that falls there each year. It is a way of building houses that the Faroese have kept up for more than 1,000 years. Half of the Faroe Islands' electricity is currently renewable through wind turbines, solar power stations, tide plants, and pump systems. The Faroese are known for being friendly and honest, with well-preserved traditions handed down through generations. Rowing is the national sport of the islands, and it is the highlight of the Ólafsøka, the nation's biggest summer festival.
It's not how long we live. It's how we live. Be vegan. Make peace. Do good deed. That's all life needs.
Rachel.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world, the needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with sharing. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is the beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, come on. Hey, look at you. Oh, quack. You happy? Quack. Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Olac, Vietnam. During her early years, She was often found helping hospital patients, the needy, as well as injured animal people in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe,
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia,
All religions tell you be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia,
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves, the Supreme Master.
Africa,
I will show you how to get direct teaching
and South America,
and keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
as well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real, lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse. It's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents, and that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Gucci Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and First Place Silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes the Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet, and it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
The United States has been graced on many occasions with visits from Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan. In 1989, in response to the earnest longing of spiritual truth seekers, she traveled to the country to impart her wisdom and insights. In this fascinating lecture, Master expounds on various topics, including ways to discern true masters from false ones, attaining our highest inner potential through the Kuan Yin method, and our true self's faculty of omnipresence. We now invite you to join us for part 4 of this enlightening lecture titled How to Acquire Your Inner Highest Potential Power, given by Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, in San Francisco, California, USA, on May 24th, 1989.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
Only if we know it, we possess it, we make use of it, then it begins to become useful. Otherwise, you can carry it 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, or billions of years, and it makes you nothing more than just a human, a worm, a lion, or a tiger person. Be what you may. It is like that we have to know this heaven, that I have to come all this way to inform you, that you may know your own treasure. Whether you believe me or not, I just rely on your wisdom. But it is easy to believe because one has the proof. After one gets the initiation, immediately one has proof. And every day more proof. Every minute more proof. Every second you live in a different world, in a different mental outlook. The world doesn't change. My friend just said to you, the environment didn't change, she changed. Yes, because we cannot change the world. Doesn't matter how advanced we are in civilization, doesn't matter how much material comfort we have, we all feel the same misery. Isn't that so? We still have to deal with our vexation. And this vexation money cannot remove. Happiness, money cannot buy. Therefore, we read newspapers, we see on television so many millionaires commit suicide. So many great persons cannot bear the burden of this world, and they end their life tragically. It is because they forgot their everlasting treasure. They rely on the ephemeral treasure. Therefore Jesus say, lay not your treasure on earth, where the moth and rust can corrupt, but lay your treasure in heaven, where it is forever lasting. He means find your own treasure, the everlasting treasure. Then you can always draw from the source and it will always supply. Therefore, this is infinite blessing. I say again and again, I have no words to so-called advertise it. I can only praise it. I can only hope you believe my praise. And I can only hope that my so-called radiations, my energy, my magnetic field will somehow affect your heart and lift you up to that kind of joyous feeling, and then you would somehow believe. And after the initiation, you can truly know what is the meaning of my words. Now I'm only advertising for the cookies. You have not tasted, but the cookies are free of charge. Therefore, I don't know what else can I do. If you tell me to come and sweep your house to prove that I'm sincere, I would do so gladly. If you tell me to shine your shoes to prove my sincerity, my selfless service, I would do so immediately. I have no way to convey to you this great blessing which God has bestowed on me and which I have the right to distribute. He doesn't only give it to me, He gives me the right. He allows me to distribute the same to everyone that comes, free of charge and free of any condition and any taint of material desire. Now, I think we have made some communication. Have you felt something of my sincerity? Should I continue, or have you been sent to sleep already? Not yet. Okay. Then I continue to say a few words more, and then I let you ask some questions. Any kind of questions. When I'm speaking, if some questions flash through, you note it down, and later you can give it to me. Any kind of questions, I would answer. Before, I had not met this method. I had not practiced. I had not gotten in touch with this great blessing of wisdom. I had tried many kinds of things. I did any kind of social work. I felt obliged to help those in need, just like some of you here would do. But then, the more I help, the busier I become. And the more it feels like you don't help enough. It feels the more you help, the more people need. It feels like your time and your energy are so limited, and the world is so vast, and so many people are suffering, and you alone, or even 100 of you could not help that many people. And then I was thinking, what did Jesus do that He could help so many people? And what did the Buddha do that people say that He could be at any time, anywhere, at the same time? I was thinking very hard. And then I thought, hey, this won't do. Because I'm already very small in stature, and my energy is limited. I can only do so much, and then I collapse. So what did the Buddha do that he didn't collapse? That he helped so many people. And I read the sutra, the Buddhist doctrines, the sutras. Sutra is a Sanskrit name for doctrines or scriptures. I read that the Buddha, he could use his manifestation body to appear in any place at any time. And so we call it in Christian terminology, ever-present, no? Omnipresent. Is that so? Yes. So you see the Buddhists and Christians are speaking the same thing. Even in Hinduism, they talk about omnipresence. That means you are anywhere at any time at the same time, and you are here. That is what being omnipresent means. And now, can we acquire this omnipresent status? Yes, we can. Buddha can, Jesus can, and somebody else here also can. I would not mention it. Can you guess who? Yes. You can guess. I would not say it is embarrassing. Now, if somebody can be omnipresent, can you imagine? Isn't that so great? Yes. Yes. And we think only Buddha can do it, only Jesus can do it. And we think Buddha appeared only once in millions of lifetimes, and Jesus only came once in many lifetimes. And this is not logical. It is like we humans, in any era, any period of time, suffer illnesses. So in every period of time, there has to be doctors, has to be physicians to heal our sicknesses. Human beings, since ancient times, have suffered from mental dissatisfaction. This is a kind of illness. If we have an illness in our physical body, it's easy to heal. We take pills, we have an operation, we take some injections, and that's it. We are okay. But the mental suffering, no one can heal. The vexation every day that life's pressure gives us, no one can lift up. Therefore, if Jesus only offered his face, offered his blessing once in billions of lifetimes, in fact, from what the majority of people want to understand, it means he only appeared that one time and never again. And that is underestimating God's mercy. This is what the civilization brought me. It's air conditioned here. I live in Taiwan. It's a countryside. And we live in open air. I live in a tent. We all live in a tent, and our temple is also a tent. We don't build temples. We don't waste money and make a lot of noise. So we live in a tent, and we live in open air every day. And now I was stuck in this air-conditioned, packed full jumbo jet, and immediately got cold. And this is civilization's advantage. I can't help it. I'm too sensitive. So, actually, you don't look at my example. You look at me, I'm so small and so skinny and so sick. You think to practice this method has no use. Oh, it has any kind of use, all kinds of use. Except when you are a master, then you have no use for it. If you are a master, you can give only, you cannot take. That's the difference. Your disciples are very comfortable, enjoying all kinds of joys, happiness, blessings. But the master has to suffer. That's why we say Jesus came to uplift mankind, to cleanse their sins. And he himself had to be crucified. He himself could not enjoy any privilege. Therefore, people scolded him. People crucified him. People criticized him. So, Buddha was also the same. He also suffered from illnesses and from people criticizing him and all kinds of petty things. Anyhow, so don't feel scared. Once you learn this method, you are protected 100% blindly by God power. The master is an exception. The master has to endure all kinds of suffering, and that's the difference. The master alone has to suffer. Everybody else can enjoy. But this is the joy of being parents. Just like the joy of being parents. Yes, the children enjoy all comforts, and the parents have to work hard, provide all things, and take all responsibilities. We don't complain to be parents. So one should not complain to be any kind of master. Yeah, a real master has to suffer. So, no problem. Now why am I going so far? Where have I been before? What did I talk about? Before that, before the cold. Before the cold, what was it? Yes. Oh, yeah. But that was because I was talking about suffering. Before that, what was it? I didn't. No, that's also included in the suffering. What was it before that? Cause and effect. Cause and effect? Yes. Omnipresence. That's good. That's more important than who is living in a tent and who is having cold. It's like this. It's also not because of the civilization. It's really unfair. Even the cigarette. Yeah. In the airplane, so many people smoke. And this also contributes to my health.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine.
Vegan, 'cause we want heaven.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Costa Rica is one of them.
Costa Rica Animal Welfare Act. The act outlaws the killing or harming of a domestic or domesticated animal person and bans organizing or conducting animal people fighting events. If found guilty, one faces 3 months to 1 year in prison. In addition, one may have a quarter to 1/2 of their wages garnished for carrying out the breeding or training of animal individuals for fights or not observing the minimum required animal people welfare standards.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it. Equal-loving viewers, thank you for your presence today for Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for How to Acquire Your Inner Highest Potential Power, Part 5 of 11. Coming up next is In Search of Paradise on Earth. May the Divine bless you for all your benevolent and noble actions.
Be vegan. Make peace. Do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
మా కార్యక్రమాలు అందజేస్తున్నాయి అనేక భాషలలో. దయచేసి చూడండి suprememastertv.com/schedule మరియు suprememastertv.com/WOW